Welcome everybody now to the match day 86. 2 more weeks and that's it. And this thing is going to be down to the playoffs, which should be very, very good. And then we're really going to have to start fitting in games. I think basketball is going to have a little back seat once we go every day with this. It'll be this and then football stop for a little bit and we'll get a few things done. But anyway, Detroit is 1 game back. LA is 3. So you're going to see that in the pennant race here in a second, as it is Detroit and LA. LA is 47-38. Detroit is 42-43. In the pennant chase, the Pirates lead the 88 Dodgers by 4, and they lead everybody else by 2. That'll be big. In a Bozeman League, Arizona leads Seattle by 4. They lead the Astros by 1 and the Pirates by 3. The Pirates got to do something. They're now 42-43, and the Mariners have a 3-game lead with 15 to go. The Nationals, Tigers, here are the Dodgers and the Red Sox are both 47-38, and that's a big one. So right now the Dodgers are 3 back of the Tigers and the Nationals. The Astros and the Phillies, that's a 4-game lead. You never know. It's now 4, was 3. Brainiac Baseball, here's the other one. The Tigers are 1 game behind Tampa Bay for a playoff spot. So the Oakland A's and Tampa Bay, you never know with this. Toronto is surging, but they lost 1. They're now 41-44, the 87 Blue Jays. Jabs Blabs 8s. The 70 Orioles are up against the 80 Phillies and the 86 Mets. That's big. And the 93 Blue Jays only 2 back. The Dodgers only 1 game ahead of the 27 Yankees. And they are 7 ahead of the 67 Red Sox. 67 Red Sox just have to win like every game remaining. They have to go like 41-44. They got to go like 54-46. And hope one of those teams, somebody gets on a huge loss there. Anaheim and LA. Anaheim leading LA by 6. The Pirates lead the White Sox by 11 games, and then the White Sox lead the Twins by 2. And the Cleveland Indians are really getting ahead of the Florida Marlins, who lost 5 straight. Anyway, we take a look at today, and a lot of unique games, many at 7:05. But our game's going to be 4:05. This is a big one. It is Detroit and LA, and we're about ready to go. Dodger Stadium, the 1981 Dodgers. And we're going to be ready to go here as we take a look. This is a new stadium. So we are going to go here, all HPs. And there we go. Here is Alan Westhuizen. Here is shortstop. And here we go. Westhuizen, Conslem, Gibson, Evans, Hernandez, DeMaio, Brookins, and Lowry. I think this is Trammell. It's supposed to be Alan Trammell. I don't know why it says Westhuizen, but we'll go with it. And we're about ready to go, and we're going to be underway from Dodger Stadium. And this is number 86. That'll be to right field, and it'll be a base hit for Trammell. So Trammell will get on, and that's going to be 1 hit, nobody out. 11 straight for him. Here is Rusty Kuntz. Kuntz in right field, hitting .247. Bert Hooton is 9-3, 4.25 ERA. High pop fly, center field, and underneath they'll make the catch, 1 out. Detroit could, if they win and win a lot, and they have a big run, they could win a division in their division. But they have to. Bert Hooton, and the Dodgers are down by 3 games. That'll be Hooton to left field. The Hooton of pitching. Oh, what a slide! What a slide by Rick Monday. So Chet Lemon gets out, and here's Kirk Gibson. 256, 22 home runs, 59 RBI. Kirk Gibson, the 2 out. Hooten strikes him out, and that's going to be it. At the end of a half inning, the score Detroit nothing, LA nothing. Bottom of the first inning. Every game is very important today. Doug Bear. Doug Bear is pitching. He's 3-2, 3.29 ERA. Over 5-1 strikeouts to walks. And Steve Sax will start off hitting .328. It's Sax, Baker, and Guerrero. And here's Steve Sax. Oh, that's going to be a hard hit to left field, and Sax will get on with the single. So just like Alan Trammell, Steve Sax will get on, and it's one on with nobody out in the bottom of the first. Here's Dusty Baker, the DH. So Dusty Baker hitting .292. And Doug Bear. To Baker, this could be 6-4-3, and he dropped Alan Trammell. He busted that one, and it's an error. There's going to be 2 on with nobody out. There should be nobody on with 2 outs. Pedro Guerrero, right field, hitting .311. High pop fly, center field. And are they going to send the runner to third to catch? They will not. It's going to be 1 out. It's Chet Lemon in center field. Nothing, bottom of the first 1 out. Ron Cey, the third baseman, hitting .272 now. 32 home runs. He's the leader in home runs in the entire Creators Cup. He's the leader in home runs. Cey, and that'll be to left field, and a line out, 2 outs. Ron Cey couldn't put another one over. And here's Rick Monday. Rick Monday, the left fielder, with the great catch in the last inning. On the ground, and they're going to get out of this, and they do. They get out of this. At the end of the first inning, it's Detroit nothing and LA nothing. Top of the second inning, Evans, Herndon, and Tamayo. So here comes Darrell Evans. And he struck him out, but it gets by the catcher. They throw to first, 1 out. So that's going to be 1 out. Who is the catcher? Steve Query. Boy, he's terrible. 134, 2 home runs, 9 RBI. But here comes Larry Herndon, hitting .288. So Herndon, low, and they walk him. Hooten walks him. That'll be a high pop fly, center field. Sorry about that. And it'll be underneath. That'll be 2 outs. That's Landreaux. 2 outs, 1 on. And here's Tom Brookins, the third baseman. Detroit down by a game in their division, a crazy division. That's going to be to right field and a base hit. It's going to be 2 on now. And Herndon will stay at second base. Top of the second, 2 on, 2 outs. Here's Dwight Lowry. Lowry, the catcher. Not hitting great. He's not an everyday catcher. He's a sub. Lowry into the ground. This will be 6-4. And that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the second inning. The score, Detroit nothing, LA nothing. Bottom of the second inning, Detroit and LA. And Steve Garvey will be up. Garvey, Landreaux, and Russell. Here's Steve Garvey.
The swing and a miss.
Oh, they call that a strike. And that's going to be 1 out. Oh, that was a tough strikeout. He didn't like that. Here's Ken Landreaux at center field. Landreaux on the ground. This will be 6-3 and 2 outs. Nothing. This is hard to get runs in this one. And Bill Russell, the shortstop, hitting .265, 24 RBIs, no home runs. The pitch. On the ground to first. This should be unassisted, and it is. We go to the third inning. We're still scoreless here in Dodger Stadium. The out-of-town scoreboard, the 88 Dodgers are getting beat, and that's a huge game. That's a huge game. Toronto and Houston tied at 0. Arizona winning. That's really big. Houston winning 1-0 there in the bottom of the second inning. No finals. No, there is one final. Boston of 04 beating New York at 61. Boston of 04 trying to sneak in to a playoff spot. Remember, in the first ever simulated season, they made the finals against Baltimore in 1970. They get in, anything can happen. Alan Trammell is shortstop. He's 1 for 1, but he has an error. But the air didn't score. Hooten to Trammell, high and deep to left field. Is this going to be gone? And Alan Trammell has made it 1-0 Tigers. Alan Trammell, it's 1-0, and Detroit, who was one game behind a playoff spot in their division, they have just hit a home run, and that's Alan Trammell. It's 1-0 there. Musty Kuntz in right field. He's 0 for 1. On the ground. They'll pick it up. Is this going to be 4-3? Yes, it is. 2 out. 1 out. 1 out top of the third. Here's Chet Lemon. Lemon, the center fielder. There it is. A strikeout, 2 outs. Top of the third. Here's Kirk Gibson, first base. Bert Hooten. High pop fly, and it's going to be underneath, and they're going to make the catch, 3 outs. At the bottom of the third inning, the score, Detroit with a solo shot by Alan Trammell. They lead 1-0 over LA. Bottom of the third. You look at this, and this game is, well, Super Bowl tournament. Good to see you. We are down to our crunch days. There is 100 games in this tournament. We're up to 86. And then we go all the way through the playoffs. There'll be 5 rounds of playoffs, all best of 7. You know, the first round is, 13 through 20, those teams. And then we get 1 through 16, and 13 through 20, and then we have 16 teams left, as the first 12 will come in, and then go from there. No preference, the division winners. The first 2 qualify you, and then whatever your record is. So the 66 Dodgers and the 02 Angels are in the same division. They'll be 1 and 2. This will be a pitch on the ground. This will be third to first. It'll be 1 out for the Dodgers in the bottom of the third inning. As Brookins will have it. Being out, that was Query. He's not doing well. Here's Steve Sachs. He's hitting .330. Bottom of the third inning. Sachs strikes out, and it'll be 2 outs. Big game here. I know tomorrow's going to be Kansas City and New York Jets. That'll be an absolutely big one, a huge one. Bottom of the third, 2 outs. The pitch to Baker. High and deep to left field. This one is back. It's back. It's back. It is gone. It's gone. Dusty Baker, and there's the fireworks. It looked like it might drop, but it is a home run. And it is tied at 1. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. Here in the bottom of the third inning. 1-1, and here's Doug Bear. Doug Bear against Pedro Guerrero, and here's Pedro Guerrero, I should say. Guerrero, and that'll be a shot to center field and a single and a base hit. So Guerrero will go bottom of the third. 1-1, 2 outs, 1 on for Ron Cey. Ron Cey is 0 for 1, hitting .271. He has 32 homers. That's going to be smacked to left field. This one is back. This one will hit the wall. Are they going to come around and score and make it 2-1? The Tigers are going to throw home, and they're going to come home, and it's going to be 2-1. No throw home. It's 2-1 Dodgers. Two to 1 LA. And Rick Monday's 0 for 1, and the Dodgers take a 2-1 lead. They're down by 3 games. The Detroit Tigers need this game, and they walk them. Rick Monday walks in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Steve Garvey will be up. He's hitting .314, 0 for 1 today. Ron Cey on second, Rick Monday on first. 2-1 LA. LA of 81. The pitch. This is deep to left field. Way back, and this one is gone. A 3-run shot. Steve Garvey has made it 5-1. A 5-run inning. And Detroit has fell apart with 2 outs. Carl Williams will now be in. A new pitcher. He's 0-1 with a .660 ERA. They just need him to be out there. Ken Landreau at center field. Landreau, and this will be out. 5 runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The score LA 5, Detroit 1. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Here's Darrell Evans. They need to get these things back one by one. The pitch, and that's going to be a walk. Evans goes to first. Walked on 4 pitches. And Larry Herndon in left field. Bert Hooton, 42 pitches so far. And that's going to be a shot to left field, and that'll hit the ground, a base hit. So when it was 5-1, we thought maybe this game's over, but not yet. It's going to be 2 on with nobody out. Here in the top of the 4th inning, Lou DiMaio. Lou DiMaio, no hits, 1 at bat, 0 for 1 today. Hooton to DiMaio. On the ground, it could be 4-6-3. There's 4-6-3. And they get him with 2 outs. Oh, that was a crushing blow, but that was tough. And Brookins will be up. They want to try and salvage this. Brookins is 1 for 1 today. The pitch, and on the ground. Will this be 6-3? 6-3. They get him barely. And the score remains the Dodgers 5, Detroit 1. Bottom of the 4th inning, Bill Russell is 0 for 1 today. Carl Willis is still back in. I might have said Williams, but it is Carl Willis. And this will be a high pop fly to right field. Should be an easy catch. And it'll come down 1 out. Well, remember, 100 games in the playoffs. 87 will be tomorrow. We do 1 every day, and this has just been a great game and a great day. It's been delayed a little bit. Steve Query, the catcher, he's barely been in all year. And Query, that's going to be to right field. This might hit the wall. This one will see Query going around first. He's going to try and get to second. And the throw to second, it'll be safe. So Query gets a double, 1 out, 1 on. Steve Sachs is 1 for 2. Willis, that'll be a little looper, and a line drive and a catch, 2 outs. I'm telling you, this runner at second is a big run. And that's going to be Trammell with the catch there, and Dusty Baker. Lou Whitaker and Alan Trammell. Why the heck are they saying Westhuizen and DiMaio? It's Lou Whitaker and Alan Trammell. Oh, we got to change them. And here we go, Willis to Baker. Base hit, and let's see if they're going to score on this one. They'll bring it around, And they'll throw home, the throw to home, and it is 6-1. And the Dodgers have a 6-1 lead. In the bottom of the fourth inning, 2 outs. Pedro Guerrero, 1 for 2. Struck him out, and that's going to be it. 6-1, the Dodgers lead. They get that run back. Well, they actually add a run, and we go to the 5th. Out of town, we got another final. Arizona winning in the 6th. Toronto tied with Houston. They need to win that one. Houston of 05 is losing. Seattle will be at 7 o'clock. Kansas City beats the 88 Dodgers. That's huge in that division. Everybody can move up with a win. We're going to see that one. Boston 9 and New York 4. Top of the 5th inning, here's Lowry, the catcher. And the pitch there, Lowry, this will be to left field. Will it drop? And no, it won't. Underneath. And they're going to make the catch 1 out. That's Rick Monday. Monday with 1 out. Here's Alan Trammell. He's 2 for 2 with a home run. A home run and an RBI. They led 1-0. Now they're down 6-1. On the ground. It'll be picked up, and there's an error. They throw to first, and they don't get him. And that's going to be an error. Bill Russell. So both shortstops have an error. Both have an error. It's Rusty Kuntz, right fielder, and Bert Hooton. On the ground, let's see. They pick it up, and nothing there. It's beat 2 on with 1 out. Again, Detroit getting people on, but they're not getting them in. Here's Chet Lemon, 0 for 2. Hooton. Lemon, this will go to first. They throw. This is 3-6-3, and that's a double play. It's a 3-6-1 double play. Actually, it is a 3-6-3 double play, and the Tigers blow it again. They go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The score 6-1 LA. Ron Cey is 1 for 2. Cole Willis. Willis, that's going to be a strikeout, 1 out. One out, here's Rick Monday, the left fielder. And Rick. This will be on the ground, should be 4-3, and they err it again. That'll be an error. Lou Whitaker. 2 teams, 2 players that have their name changed for some reason. Lou Whitaker and Alan Trammell. And here's Steve Garvey. High pop fly. Underneath, and they're going to make a catch. That'll be 2 outs. 6-1 LA, leading Detroit. Ken Landreau. Center field. That's going to be a base hit to left field. And they're going to go to third. It'll be first and third now with 2 outs. That was a 3-2 pitch with 2 outs, so they were on the run. And Rick Monday was on the run. He has no stolen bases all year. Bill Russell, he has the only error. Dave Rozema will now be pitching. Dave Rozema is 4-4. I hope Brainiac Baseball is on here. I like that. You know, Dave Rozema. And Bill Russell's 0 for 2. The pitch. On the ground should be it. Trammell to first, and that's going to be it. We go to the 6th. The score, the Dodgers 6, Detroit 1. Top of the 6th inning, here's Kirk Gibson at first base, 0 for 2. And Bert Hooton. Struck out Gibson, 1 out. 1 out, here's Darrell Evans. Walked in the 4th inning against Bert Hooton. And that'll be to left field, and what a catch again in left field by Rick Monday. Well, that is huge. 2 outs now. Larry Herndon is 1 for 1 today. He's batting 6th for the Tigers. 6-1 LA. On the ground, unassisted. This will be easy. Over to first, and that is unassisted there. 6-1, we go to the bottom of the 6th. LA of 1981 beating Detroit in 1984. The bottom of the 6th inning. LA 6, Detroit 1. Here's Steve Query, who's 1 for 2 against Dave Rozema. On the ground, this will be Trammell to first, 1 out. So Trammell goes to Gibson, and here's Steve Sax. 1 for 3, and Rozema pitching well here. Struck him out, 2 outs. So Steve Sax goes down. Nobody on, 2 outs. Dusty Baker's 2 for 3, a home run and 2 RBIs. The pitch, high, little looper, but underneath it should be the second baseman, and it's center field. A little bit longer than what we thought. We'll go to the 7th inning, LA with that 5 and the 1. That's all they need at 6-1. Top of the 7th inning, Lou Whitaker at second base. He's 0 for 2. Lou Whitaker hitting .226. And that's going to be a strikeout, 5 in a row for Hooten. One out, and here's Brookins. Tom Brookins at third base. And that's going to be 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning, Detroit hasn't had a hit in a while. Here's Dwight Lowry, the catcher. He's not the everyday catcher, and 0 for 2 today. On the ground. Picked up, and will it be a hit or an error? No, it's an infield hit. Even though it went to the outfield. Alan Trammell 2 for 3 has a solo shot. Detroit's only run of the game, 2 outs, 1 on. .315 average. Struck him out, and that's the end. We go to the 7th inning stretch. Enjoy the out-of-town scores. San Diego has their derby, 98 and 84. And here's Dave Rozema now. Rozema is still in against Pedro Guerrero, who's 1 for 3. The Dodgers looking good here. That's going to be a strikeout. Dave Rozema is looking good. Toronto is 1 game back of the playoffs, and there are 4 teams there. They don't want to be 2 back. They were really good most of the season. Here's Ron Cey, 1 for 3, and then in the last 15 games, they've gone in this tremendous slide and 2 outs. A really, really big slide. The 81 Dodgers, if they win today, they could be 2 behind with 14 to go, and they got to win every game. Rick Monday, 0 for 2. High pop fly. This is center field. And underneath, they'll make the catch, 3 outs. We go to the 8th. The score of the LA Dodgers, 6, Detroit 1. 8th inning, and Rusty Kuntz, the right fielder, he's 1 for 3 today, singled in the 5th. Bert Hooten is still in, 89 pitches. Not the greatest day in the world for him, but Detroit got people on early, and that'll be a high pop fly again. I think this is Landreau, will be underneath, And that'll be easy, one out. I mean, what do? Here's Chet Lemon at center field. Chet Lemon against Bert Hooton. And that'll be a little looper. High and underneath. And they're going to make the catch, 2 outs. 2 outs. And here's Kirk. Top of the 8th inning. On the ground, there should be 4-3, and it is just 4, as he never throws to 3, so Kirk will get on. An infield hit. Top of the 8th, here's Darrell Evans, the DH. Bert Hooton now. High and over to left field. And underneath, they're going to make the catch and end it. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The score, LA 6, Detroit 1. Bottom of the 8th inning, and here's Garvey. 1 for 3. A home run and 3 RBI. Detroit not being able to do anything, and Garvey Rosema is doing well. This will be on the ground, easy. This will be 6-3, 1 out. Trammell over to Gibson. Yeah, for LA, it's a good game. One big inning, and that was it. As Ken Landreau, the center fielder, is 1 for 3. High and deep to right field. And underneath, and this one is gone. It's a home run. Ken Landreau. Oh, they get one more, and it's 7-1. The LA Dodgers, 7-1 they lead in the bottom of the 8th inning, and here's Bill Russell, who's 0 for 3. That one was just a shot that said, hey, I'm here. And a base hit for Russell. They can't get this last, well, they got 1 out, 1 on. And Steve Query, the catcher. Only inning 143, it'll be on the ground. 4, 6, 3. We go to the 9th and last inning for Detroit. They're down 7-1, and it looks hopeless. So Larry Herndon is 1 for 2. Bert Hooton is going for the complete game. Already 105 straight pitches. Here's Herndon. Herndon and Lou Whitaker will be next. Herndon strikes out, 1 out. And now Lou Whitaker. Lou Whitaker is 0 for 3 today. Hooton 110. And pitching, he might go the complete game. This will be to right field. And what a catch. There it is. Pedro Guerrero, 2 out. And he's 1 batter away. Here's Tom Brookins. 1 for 3. They're going to save their bullpen today. High to left field. Should be it. Rick Monday underneath. And he got it. And that's it. The Dodgers, a 7-1 win. They were 3 back. A lot of the games are still yet to come. But the Dodgers of 81 beat Detroit 7-1. And they look good doing it. So you see the 7-1 win, very, very big. The scores, Detroit, Alan Trammell had 2 for 4. Lemon had a donut, Evans had a donut, and Lou Whitaker had a donut. Los Angeles, you had Baker with 2, and Landreau with 2. The only donut was Rick Monday, but he walked once. Bert Hooton, 9 innings, he went 10 and 315 pitches. And Doug Bear got the loss. He only went 2 1/3. Willis came in and Rosema, but Bear just had a bad day. A really, really bad day. And you see 115 pitches for Bert Hooton. Bert Hooton, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, and that was big. Player of the game, Bert Hooton. Hooton is 10 and 3. So let's take a look at all the other games. We're going to hit save here. Oh, there are a lot of really good ones coming up. The next one, but let's take a look. The 88 Dodgers lose. The 04 Red Sox win. The 93 Blue Jays win. The Diamondbacks win. The Astros of 05, they lose. The 84 Tigers lose. 81 Dodgers win. The Mariners beat Florida. They're falling down. Florida is almost out of it. They have 14 left. They're going to be down. The 87 Blue Jays blow out the 66 Orioles. They're getting closer. The 64 Phillies beat the 27 Yankees. They're getting closer. The 75 Reds beat the 17 Astros. They would be really dangerous in the playoffs if they get in. I mean, really dangerous. The 13 Tigers lose. So the Dodgers gain a game. The Cubs beat the Phillies. We got to see how the 86 Mets do. The 86 Mets win. They go a game ahead. The 71 Pirates lose. The 67 Red Sox win. The 01 A's lose. That's the Brainiac Baseball League. The 91 Pirates lose in 10. The Nationals win. They beat the Brewers. The Pirates of 79 are now 500. The 98 Yankees lose. And that's a good series there. The Expos beat the Yankees. So they move up wherever they are. The Orioles beat the Indians. So Florida is still 3 behind Cleveland. That's incredible. With 14 to go, nobody wants to get that second spot. The Rangers win, but let's take a look. The White Sox lose. We got to see how the Twins do. The Royals win. It's getting closer. The Twins win. They're tied. They're now tied. The Pirates 5-4 winners in 1960. They're pulling away. The Anaheim Angels, they win 4-2. And you take a look, the 66 Dodgers win over the 63 Dodgers. And the 84 Padres, they win the San Diego Derby. Taking a look at the pennant chase. Let's take a look at each one in the schedule coming up. The Pirates lead the Dodgers by 4. The Dodgers lead the Royals by 1 game. 1 game. They lead the Reds by 2, the Diamondbacks by 2, and the Yankees by 2. So the Dodgers play the Giants, the Red Sox, and then the 91 Pirates. That's a big one. They could get swept there. Whereas the Royals play the Diamondbacks. That's a huge one there. The Orioles and then the Phillies. The 75 Reds play the 27 Yankees. Oh, the 87 Blue Jays, that'll be big. The Diamondbacks, they play the 80 Royals and the 77 Yankees. They have a chance there. The Bozeman League. The Astros lead the Mariners by 3. They lead the Astros by 2 and the 79 Pirates by 3. The Astros play the A's, the Cubs, so they're 3-7 in their last 10. The Mariners play the 81 Dodgers. Oh my goodness. Then the 05 Astros. Oh my goodness, the Mariners and the 05 Astros. That will be big in 3 days. That'll be Friday, Saturday, starting Sunday. That'll be a huge series. And then the Pittsburgh Pirates against the Yankees, the Orioles, and the 71 Pirates. Very, very big schedule there. Ron Jucka League, the Nationals over the Tigers by 1. They lead the Dodgers and Red Sox now only by 2 games. The Nationals, I mean, you see them. If they're not careful, they could find themselves out of the playoffs. The Tigers got a few good ones against the A's. That'll be good. The 81 Dodgers, they got the Mariners in a big one. The Red Sox, they got the Orioles, the Pirates, and the A's. So, pretty good there. The Bob Stokes League. Phillies are only 3 behind the Astros, who've led all year. The Astros have the Royals of 80. Remember, it's the 85 Royals who are really good. The 77 Yankees, they can beat. And they got the Rangers after that. For the Phillies, they got the Cubs and then the Toronto Blue Jays. That should be a good series, a big one. Brainiac Baseball, this is a crazy division. The A's lead by 1. The Expos are taken over. Expos and the Rays are tied. And then the Tigers and the Blue Jays. So the A's, you see that. The Expos are the second team. The Twins, that'll be a great series. They host them. The 94 Expos hosting the Twins. The the Tampa Bay Rays, they have the Giants, then the 93 Blue Jays and the 83 White Sox. They got a tough schedule. And the Tigers got the Astros. Oh, that'll be a big series, San Francisco and Seattle. And the Blue Jays are only 1 game back. They're rip-roaring through. The Blue Jays have the Phillies, though, of 1980. They host them. We might have that game. Oh, my goodness. Vandervoort, he's pitching for the Phillies, and then Steve Carlton. Then they got the 64 Phillies and the 75 Reds. If they were to win 6 straight, oh, my goodness. The A's have the hardest schedule. They do. They have look at that, 566 remaining, and by far and away. The Jabs Blabs 8. The Orioles play the 04 Red Sox. They lead by 5 with the Mets, but the Mets lead by the Phillies for the last playoff spot by 1. The Blue Jays by 2, and the Cubs by 3. So the Mets, they have a lot of non-playoff teams. The Phillies, they have the Blue Jays coming up, then the Reds and the Royals. That ought to be a big series. And then the Blue Jays, the Anaheim Angels. Oh, that's a tough one. Then at Tampa Bay, oh my goodness. Tampa Bay of Rays of 08. And for the Cubs, they got the Tigers, the Nationals. Oh, they're stacked. The Al Red Sox fan division, the 67 Red Sox won't go away. They're only 6 behind now. The 27 Yankees. The Dodgers play the Marlins. The 27 Yankees and the 66 Dodgers. That's big. The Yankees play the Reds, and they're getting a favorable thing, but the Red Sox play the Pirates, then the 88 Dodgers, then the 98 Yankees. The Cyro 329, the Angels now lead the Dodgers. They're about to clinch their magic numbers 8. The Slovak Frick League, the Pirates at 91, their magic number is 4. They can clinch by Monday. But the White Sox, they have a 1-game lead over the Twins. So the White Sox, a 1-game lead, but they play the Colt 45s, but then they smack 2 against the Angels. Oh, that's going to be big. Well, the Twins play at the Expos, but they play the Mets. So both those teams going to have a good shot. And then they play the Astros, so the Twins looking possibly good. And the principals picks, the Pirates are now 5-game winners in a row. They lead by 8. Their magic number is 7. They're probably going to win the division. 14 to go. And they play the Red Sox of 67, then the 91 Pirates and the Derby. And they got to get ready. And then the Tigers, they're going to be eking out wins. If they could just split, they're going to win the whole thing. They split to end up with 56. And that'll be enough. The Cleveland, now the Indians lead by 3 over the Marlins. They play at the 71 Pirates. And the Marlins play at the Padres. We could have a sweep. We could have 1 game. We'd have a 1-game lead. 6 straight losses for the Marlins. And then they play the 66 Dodgers. That'll be tough. Then the 89 A's. And then the Cardinals. But as you can see, the Marlins are 40-46. There has to be a point when they're out of it. But I will say this, the Marlins are only 3 back, but the way their schedule's lining up right here, they can make it 1, and then who knows? That's going to be it for us today. Have a great day, and we will see you later. We're doing football next.